What's up, guys? Steven G here. And how can you lose fat while still enjoying the foods you like, right? How can you lose weight? How can you lose fat without having to constantly eat lettuce, eat fucking spinach, broccoli, and all this rabbit food? Because that's not sustainable, which is why you keep getting on these diets, and 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks later, you're back eating the same bullshit that made you gain the weight in the first place. So I always say the perfect diet is a diet that you can sustain for the rest of your life without ever derailing from it. So how can you do that? Well, you need to, at the end of the day, is calories in, calories out, right? Once you have that understanding, all you have to do is find low calorie versions, high protein of the foods that you enjoy. So if you like you have a sweet tooth, you enjoy the brownies, the ice cream, low calorie versions of it that are high protein. If you enjoy the pizza, the burgers, which I eat all these things consistently every day, basically. Low calorie, high protein. Now, one thing that I do for my clients is I provide them with this is what I do for my one-on-one clients. I provide them with a cookbook that has all these low calorie, high protein versions of the foods that most people like, that I like and that they enjoy. Just low calorie, high protein. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's calories in, calories out. So if you're on a 2,000 calorie program and you're eating the foods that you enjoy and hitting your macronutrients, then you're gonna sustain that diet forever, because you're gonna feel like you're cheating on your diet consistently because you're having the low calorie pizzas, high protein pizzas, the low calorie, high protein brownies, the protein ice creams and things of that nature, right? You're gonna feel like you're consistently cheating on your diet, but you're not. So it's very sustainable. Because at the end of the day, what makes most people derail from their diet, it's not necessarily the low calorie, it's the not being able to enjoy the foods that they like. Because once you sustain from those foods, your brain automatically just all it does is thinks about that food. If you're a person that likes pizza and somebody tells you you can't have pizza, your brain automatically goes to like, oh my God, I want pizza, I want pizza, I want pizza, I want pizza. And everything you think about is pizza. You dream about pizza. You walk by a store and you smell the pizza. You want the pizza. That's all your brain thinks about. For me, is ice cream. If I sustain from ice cream, that's all I could think about. That's all I could think about. That's all I could think about. So you have to find low calorie versions, high protein of the foods that you enjoy. And there's thousands of cookbooks out there that offer that low calorie, high protein versions of food, right? Obviously, you still want to be hitting your micronutrients. You still want to be getting in your vitamins through your vegetables and fruits and all that. But at the end of the day, that's easy to do when you're still enjoying the foods you like for lunch, for dinner, you feel me? For breakfast. So this is going to be a very short video because there's not much to say on it, but find low calorie versions of the foods that you enjoy, high protein, and make them. There's thousands of cookbooks out there that offer these. There's plenty of YouTube videos that show you recipes like this. And if you need that guidance, then you could just always click on the link below and book that one-on-one call and see if you qualify for my one-on-one program. You feel me? That's the main thing. Low calorie versions, I'm gonna keep saying this, low calorie, high protein versions of the foods you enjoy. The pizza, the ice cream, the brownies, the burgers, the tacos, low calorie, high protein, and you'll be able to sustain your diet for the rest of your fucking life. All right, so get to it, start implementing it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.